Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. I had an outage. I had a power outage. Y'all forgive me. You know we in the trap house. Trap. I had a power outage. Trap. And it just took me aback. You know what I'm saying? Took me off guard. That's crazy. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. My stuff looking funny. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michael Lockhart. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Because I had a whole power outage. Everything went out. Everything went blank. I thought somebody was finna ambush you, boy. Trap. So everybody let your boy know, do we sound good? Is everything back good? Because they threw me off my game. And we had a whole blackout over here. No explanation. It came back on. I don't know what they got going on. Do y'all hear the sound effects? Trap. Let me know you hear the sound effects, and then we can continue with the show. They was messing up. I was feeling like I was cooking, man. They just made me disappear. I looked at myself on the screen like, where I went? I looked at myself and said, where I went? My whole screen went black. Everything went black. I thought I was on the ambush. I thought they was attacking me. It must have been the Eagles coming after me, y'all. Trap. But we back rocking. It look like everybody giving me ones, man. But y'all forgive me. You know, if we do this live, things can't be predicted. But I do have my suspicions that it could have been an Eagles fan. Maybe Jerry. Jerry Jones, somebody, one of them Jones might have didn't like what I said or something. I ain't sure. But let's continue. Okay, this is our boy, Leighton Vander Esch, doing some running back drills. Looks like this is craziness. I don't understand. But, you know, he look like he moving pretty well, though. Y'all know y'all got to help me beat the algorithm on this one, man. They just hated me out real bad. So, yeah, we got to get these likes and shares back up so we can get some people back in here. But I think I was talking about, I think I had got past all this. I did. I was on these, yeah. I was on these, I believe. Yeah, I said Simi had caught a pass on Stephon Gilmore, not Gilly. Not on Gilly. But that's a good sign for Mr. Simi Fehoko, man. We've been waiting and waiting. Every year, don't it seem like every year around this time, y'all? Every year around this time, we be like, hey, Simi gonna do it. Simi finna break out. You know what I'm saying? We be waiting on Simi, but hey, maybe this is the year that he breaks out for real. They stashed him last year because I don't think that was a real injury. That was like a phantom injury, and then next thing you know, he was gone. But I really think Simi, I really hope Simi can come out and do something this year because I believe his time is ticking out here, y'all. I think his time is ticking. But let's see. Wait a minute. I got some interesting things to talk about. Okay, Mr. Kelvin Joseph was moved to nickel corner, and they said safety too. So don't forget about that safety. And shout out to the community for putting me on game. I wasn't aware that he was a 5-star safety coming out of high school. I think that was HTM dropped that nugget. So shout out to HTM. Kelvin Joseph was a 5-star safety coming out. So that really make you think like maybe he should have just stayed at safety. Who knows? Trap. But you know, LSU had I think LSU or Kentucky. He went no safety at LSU. So I guess LSU converted him to cornerback, and then he played some corner and safety at Kentucky. But maybe he needs to just be a straight-up safety. That might be the cold cracker to Kelvin Joseph. He may be our new Byron Jones. Who knows? Trap. This might be our new Byron Jones, y'all. I don't know if nobody ever thought about that. Maybe he is out of position. Now, I ain't going to say nobody thought about that because, you know, West Coast been saying this, so shout out to West Coast. I can't vouch for nobody else, but I do remember West Coast saying this. So shout out to West Coast for saying that he felt like Kelvin Joseph probably should go back to safety. And if I would have knew he was a 5-star safety coming out of high school, I would have probably felt the same way. But That's why you live and you learn every day. You get a little smarter in your craft. But they was talking about him being on nickel. And it's an interesting training camp battle between Jordan Lewis and Deron Bland. And I seen some videos of Anthony Brown working out, but hey, I think he done took every type of Cowboy logo off of his Instagram. Trap. Anthony Brown is fully aware that it's over with, probably over here for Dallas, in Dallas for him. You know what I'm saying? But I am encouraged for Kelvin Joseph having the opportunity. They really giving him a shot. So I hope he take advantage of it and, conquer the opportunities, man. But shout out to DeFi Talk Cowboys with the good information over there on Instagram. But this is his best chance. And yeah, Durham, boss man flat, not that, but good grief. Yeah, it's good grief word. But yeah, man, safety might be a good move for him after all. So let's see. Bam. Now they saying that Mike McCarthy told, wait a minute, where you going? Mike McCarthy said Tony Pollard has been participating in OTAs, walkthroughs. We seen the video. While Terence Steele still isn't ready. Now, I don't know exactly what we hoping him to be ready for, because we understand he's getting ready and preparing and rehabbing after the injury. But man, that would have been some big news to see Terence Steele out there getting some work in. But I don't know. I wonder how far away he is, like how far he might have to go to get back up there. But man, that's pretty sad, though. It's pretty sad. Now, that's the fear that we all had. And when Boss Cowboy put that bug in my ear, I didn't want to hear it, but he was preparing for. He was preparing for Terence Steele maybe not being there. And the whole time, I was thinking that we was preparing for Tyron Smith possibly not being there. So, that's a tough one. Hopefully we can get Terence Steele back in here healthy, man. So we'll just have to do a collective prayer or something. Now this right here was very alarming to me, sir. Trap. Mr. KaVontae Turpin said on his stance on the new foul catch rule for 2023, he feels the NFL is moving towards eliminating kickoff returns. But the young man said, I don't care because I'm not foul catching nothing. I'm being real with you. Nothing. Oh, my God. What you doing? Now, Turpin had a good year. He was a returner. He was a Pro Bowl returner last year. But, man, he did frustrate the whole nation. He did a couple muffs, man. So, I don't really want you talking like that, man. Trap. I don't want you talking like that, man, because especially if you ain't got the vision to take it all the way, because you did it in preseason, but, man, we want to see you do it in the real game. We want the real thing now. Trap. But that is alarming, because if y'all really watched the game like I did, I remember a couple of them watch parties with West Coast and HTM. We was sitting there watching KaVontae Turpin catch the football, and we like, oh, my God, it was just a very tense moment. Excuse me, y'all. Do y'all remember that? It was very tense watching KaVontae Turpin catch the football. It seemed like anything can go wrong. He was catching the ball like he was like almost like a show-off. He catching the ball on the back end and doing all kind of crazy stuff. It really had me a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. He had me a little scared watching him catch the ball like that. So for him to be talking like that, man, I don't know. He gonna have to tighten up. That's alarming to me, I say. That is very alarming. It's scary. Even though he's a Pro Bowler, it is what it is. But shout out to the Lion, man. Happy birthday to Micah Parsons. The young Lion, man. This man is still young. I think, he 24 now? I think he's 24. Somebody let me know. I can't remember the birthday, but I think he's 24. And this man is already top 5 in the league. Even if you don't think he's 1 or 2 or 3, I'll say he still is him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
But happy birthday to the Lion, man. This is a young big time player in this league. Micah is a star all the way around, man. So y'all gonna have to get used to him. You will be seeing that face for many, many moons. I'll tell you that much. You understand? Trap. Now this right here almost brought a tear to my eye. Real talk. Like a good tear though. It almost brought a good tear to my eyes. I ain't gonna cap. Mike McCarthy said they were saying that Dak Prescott says that Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys are talking out plays that Dak and the offense aren't comfortable with, so they can master what they're good at. So this is what a good OC does right here, y'all. Trap. A good OC takes what? The foolish plays out and put something effective in. What have we been preaching all this time, y'all? I don't think y'all get it. We've been preaching this same stuff from time and time again. We've been telling y'all, all the OC supposed to do is maximize the talent that he has. That's all he got to do. I don't understand why it's been so hard. It seems like Kellen Moore do the opposite of what the players do. We just seen Jalen Tolbert describe himself live on air as a player that did one thing and Kellen Moore used him for the other. And y'all, we all should feel like we've been robbed. Because Kellen Moore doing what he wanted to do. And like I said, man, it sucks. But now I feel like last year was the sacrificial year. That was the sacrificial year we had to go through to get to the promised land that we finna see this year. That's what that was. That was the sacrificial year, y'all. So I feel like now we got a real OC. We got a real play caller in the building. You seen what Mike McCarthy said. Does that not make just common sense, y'all? Just let me know if that make common sense. Trap. If you working with somebody, when you say, hey, what do you like? Oh, you don't like that? Maybe I'll put this in. You like this? You supposed to consult with the people that you working with, man. This is not rocket science. This is what made us so mad at Kellen Moore, man. It don't take so much to pull this off. He's working with a player. Dak is your quarterback. You should be consulting with him. Hey, what you like, Dak? What you don't like, Dak? Oh, we can take that out. Oh, we can implement more of this. Oh, I got a couple of more variations of this play that you like. Check this out. This is how you supposed to get chemistry and build with your quarterback. Mike McCarthy is doing that on a whole nother level because you want to know why?
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Because he is him, and he's been there and done that. So y'all need to quit playing with Mike McCarthy, man. I'm telling y'all. Trap. If that statement right there didn't make you feel like we was moving in the right direction, I don't know what to tell you. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what to tell you. Just that first paragraph right there. It says, Dak says, as we broke practice today, Mike McCarthy said, go look at everything we put in and make sure we're running the things that you like and the things we're good at. If it's something that you're a little iffy about, let's take it out. He said swipe them, man. He said get them out of here.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter. I'm trying to smoke me out.
This is simple football, man. It's not all that rocket science and reinventing the wheel that Kellen Moore used to try to pull off. This is simple. You consult with the player that you are using, trying to get the best out of him. And this right here alone tells me that they finna get the best out of Dak Prescott. Trap. If it's a little iffy, let's get it out of there. Then it said, let's master what we're great at. Man, this all just got me lit, man. Trap. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to press all the buttons because this is all we needed, man. This is what we've been missing, y'all. I don't think y'all understand. This is exactly what we've been missing. Just this small element to this offense. And it's called a little thing that it's called common sense. That's what it's called. And that's what we've been missing. But hold on, wait a minute. Don't leave. All right. Now, hold up. It says, let's master what we're great at. Just having that clear communication, being able to work with him day in and day out. It's new, it's refreshing, it's fun for the both of us, man. Man, listen, I told y'all yesterday. I don't know about, I spoke on it because my schedule been a little awkward, but I did touch on it, man. Dak Prescott seemed like he liked everything about this new situation he got going on. He did nothing but compliment this stuff left and right. Excuse me. The way you be able to understand, like, in the corporate world, he, like I say, he can't just come up here and do a Tupac diss track. He can't do that. He can't come up here and do a Tupac diss track. He can't just come up here and say, screw Kellen Moore. He can't do it. So the way he do it is, this man named like 7 different attributes of this offense and complimented all of them going in a new direction. That's what he did. Trap. I understand you said King G, my boy, said he got to see it first. We all got to see it first, but all I'm saying is from the comments, bro, you got to be able to understand that we moving in the right direction. Like, just that communication alone, that right there speaks volumes. I don't recall seeing stuff like that come out about Kellen Moore, do you? I don't recall. That's not in my recollection. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that right there. I don't remember them talking to Kellen Moore and stuff like that, saying I want to do this, I don't want to do that. And he responded and he figured out what we do well as a team. It seemed like we were just doing a whole bunch of scattered plays on the Kellen Moore. But man, this paragraph spoke volumes to me. But what else he said? Just having that clear communication, being able to work with him day in, day out is new, it's refreshing, it's fun for the both of us. Then it said, if you don't know, the Cowboys ran a lot of things in previous years that were wildly regarded as things a lot of quarterbacks aren't comfortable with, like option routes and famous curls on third down, for example. This approach is the unit was also what Dan Quinn did when the first joined Dallas in 2021, and he took out everything the Cowboys defense didn't agree with. But look, that's exactly why Dan Quinn has been successful, because he's consulting with his players. He's getting the best out of his players. That's what a good OC does. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sit up here and just say stuff, what is this boy trying to attack me? You know what I'm saying? But if you just sit up here and say stuff and do what you want to do, you're not utilizing the talent you have on your team at the best of their abilities. You just doing what you want to do. So that's all I want to say, man. I just like the direction that we going in. I think that might have been the last slide. No. Now, this is just a cut up of Overshawn. Shout out to DeFi on Instagram. But it made me think, do y'all feel like Overshawn probably finna get this 0 now? Trap. J-Ron Curse was recorded today saying that he don't want to get 0 no more. See, J-Ron probably didn't know you got to buy all the old jerseys up. He probably ain't know. Probably didn't know you got to buy all your old jerseys when you change your number. And Mr. J-Ron Curse had a change of heart, didn't he? Trap. He had a change of heart. So now that number 0 is open for Overshawn. I bet you he happy about that. So he'll be able to get his rookie number that everybody thought he should have probably. And before J-Ron Curse said he wanted it. Now, you know seniority come first. Seniority does come first. Shout out to JC Cowboy with the 199. He said, shout out to my brother in the Cowboy Nation. Hey, man, I seen you over there cooking with Law Nation the other day, man. Trap. We're going to have to get Law in the trap, you know what I'm saying? Maybe both of y'all in the trap. Who knows? We might have to be a little nefarious, though. Joel Harvey in the building. See, when I go live at this time, I get different people I ain't never seen before, man. So shout out to y'all trapping with us on the afternoon show. Trap. Shout out to you guys at the porch. You said, hey, landlord, been sleeping on and off today. Sorry for the late interest. Hey, long as you're in here, we good with it. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But let's holler at the people in the chat for a minute, man. Agent Zero might be back in Dallas. You know, he is a Texas kid, so it'll be nice to see them get their wish when it comes to stuff like that. And it's rare for a rookie to get the number, like the exact number he wants sometimes. You know, them rookies typically have to wait. You got to earn that number. He said nobody should have 0 wacky. Hey, man, it's a preference. It's a preference. Shout out to James Rugley. See, man, I got people in here. I wish I can go lie around this time sometimes. You know, sometimes. That'll be nice. But shout out to all the people that I don't typically see in the chat box from going on the normal time that I go on. Shout out to y'all. Chata said, man, 0 fire. See, that's what I'm saying? It's a preference thing. And if you really play football, everybody know, like, it's a little weird thing, but, like, far as with football players, numbers is real big. Like, we be going crazy over how a number look on the jersey. We like, ooh, that number raw. Oh, I don't like how that number look. Like, we real weird about numbers. So, it is going to be a little preference when it comes to who like that 0. Personally, at first, I didn't like the idea of it, but when I seen it on the jersey, I was like, hey, that's kind of dope, though. I ain't gonna count. So I wasn't fond of the idea, but when I seen it, it kind of won me over just to see it on a real jersey. Shout out to Double R. He says, think about it. It's been a while since the Cowboys made this much of good moves in the offseason, in my opinion. The Cowboys should be a Super Bowl contender. I feel the same way. Do it not feel like, according to the Dallas Cowboys, I know this finna sound like a troll job, but listen, do it feel like, according to the Cowboys, it feel like common sense that entered the chat, didn't it, y'all? Trap. It feel like common sense has finally entered the chat with our Dallas Cowboys. And these boys are in trouble. I'm telling you that right now. We've been always doing a lot of these questionable moves that everybody disagreed with. We used to be like, why we do that? Why we do that? The only questionable moves we could say we did this season is what? Let go Schultz and let go Zeke. Everything other than that, bro, everybody signed up on these moves that the front office they made. Everybody. Everybody loved the fact that we brought in Stephon Gilmore. Everybody loved the fact we brought in Brandon Cooks. So the front office has been doing a phenomenal job this year. Now, another controversial thing is the draft. They was kind of questionable about the draft picks that we picked. But other than that, man, I feel like we done had a good offseason. And I kind of view that draft like vegetables, man. You know, it might not be what you desire, but it might be what you need, though, at the same time. You can't have sugar all day long, man. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that draft was more vegetables, more broccoli, because we always knew we needed a defensive tackle. We've been lacking in that area. We've been getting dominated in the middle of the D-line. So it's about time for us to really go ahead and address that area. So let's get it. He said, I'm about to drink a little Kool-Aid, landlord. Hey, I'm real close now. Trap. I ain't gonna cap. I might have took a shot or two of that Kool-Aid. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I took a couple shots of Kool-Aid. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? I'm really feeling this team, though. And then y'all know I'm big on Mike McCarthy. I'm feeling like we just let that little birdie fly in it. We told Mike McCarthy, go forth and do great things. Be free, young man. Be free. Trap. We should have been let that man call plays. And I just did that yesterday. I think that was last night on HTM Scream. We did a real late scream last night, y'all. And it was real crazy. It was real entertaining. Y'all might need to go back and watch that. It was kind of rough. But I really thought about it. I said, man, when you think about it, it's very irrational to even pick Kellen Moore as a play caller over Mike McCarthy. That is very crazy to me. When you think about that, man, Mike McCarthy has a great resume. What resume does Kellen Moore have? Mike McCarthy was coming in trying to get along just to get along. Didn't want to rock the boat too much because he was trying to finesse and get that job. And I don't blame him. But when you think about it, you looking at it like, man, ain't no way you could just overlook Mike McCarthy play calling resume and then elect to go with Kellen Moore resume. That don't even make sense.
Trap.
That don't even make sense, man. Somebody said signing Hopkins, man. I don't know, Big Tex Dallas, man. We don't need him, though. I don't think we need D-Hop. Then he been talking crazy about Dak, man. I ain't standing there, young man.
Trap.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't standing there, boy. He talking crazy about my quarterback. We good. The Reaper says McCarthy has the same resume as Sean Payton. Exactly. But everybody just dismiss his success, the Reaper, because of him having Aaron Rodgers like Sean Payton didn't have Drew Brees or something.
Trap.
See, this why you need to come to real people who doing real research, who really gonna be logical the way we look at this. The people who really gonna not just say stuff just to get clicks. This don't make no sense. Like, how you even look at the main screen has just made Mike McCarthy like a circus or something, like a sideshow. And this man really been a great OC in this league. This man had a top 10 offense for 10 years straight. Like,
Trap.
with a Super Bowl on it.
Trap.
With a Super Bowl on it. But he still get disrespected, and I'm going to tell you who it is. A lot of our fans still be the ones who perpetuate this foolishness. We sit up here and co-signed it. Yeah, our coach, don't let nobody talk about your coach if it's not true. This man got a real resume, y'all. He said Sean Payton has the same resume as Jason Garrett minus the Super Bowl. Good grief. I don't know. Is it that bad, Chata? I ain't sure if it's that bad. Because, hey, well, Jason won a couple times, though. Jason used to win at first. Shout out to Taiwan with the $5 super sticker. I appreciate you, sir. But Jason Garrett used to actually win sometimes, though, back in the days. That was back in the days. That's what that was. But, you know, he kind of like got a little dry and ended up kind of like, what they call it, sizzling out, I say. James, please tell me how to pronounce that, because I'm not good at it, so don't take offense, you know. I speak broken English. I say that all the time. But Mr. James says the Mike McCarthy doubters are just going off the last 2 seasons in Green Bay where they missed the playoffs. They ignore how pedestrian that roster was on both sides of the ball. No weapons. Man, when you gave Mike McCarthy a decent roster, that man was cooking. We seen it.
Trap.
For 10 plus years.
Trap.
Now, think about this. How illogical is that? This man got a 10-year resume of being a top 10 offense with a Super Bowl. But the mainstream media let y'all trick y'all and brainwash y'all to think that Mike McCarthy ain't him or something.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Bro, he got fired, of course, but that was the end of that was like the last 2 years. Everything else, you mean to tell me his last 2 years, the way that it ended, just erase and diminish everything he did before that? That's foolishness. That's not true. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. Big Dude 38 says Kellen Moore was here to use the scapegoat so Mike McCarthy can work on. Hold on, Mike McCarthy. Hold on, wait a minute. It'd be hard for me to see this. You said Kellen was here to use for scapegoat so Mike McCarthy can see what he was working without taking accountability for the offense. It's on this year. He got the groceries. Yeah, he got what he need to get down. Right.
Trap.
Them little missed words be messing me all the way up. He said, it's good, landlord. It's Rogue Lee. Okay, Rogue Lee. From, you know, like Baton Rouge. Oh, Rouge Lee. Oh, okay. I got you. Chata said, look at the Packers now. Look at Aaron Rodgers now. Where is he?
Trap.
That boy somewhere on a trip, if you know what I mean. Yeah, keep that boy far away from my team. DP Johnson says Mike McCarthy appreciate Dan Quinn because he only had one good defense in Green Bay and what he do with it. So get out the way and let him cook with Dak Prescott. Trap. Robert Smith said, what up, Trap? Landlord, you have turned into the Trap journalist with the interview. Y'all killed it. I appreciate you, sir. Hey, that's dope, too, the Trap journalist. He said, it wasn't 5 years in a row, Montana. Oh, I don't know what y'all talking about now. Tommy Montoya in the building. He said, every coach is going to have their time to get released, fired, or retire. Exactly. That's exactly what Deion said. Deion said, hey, in this business, you don't just live forever. You going to leave or you going to go up. That's just how it go. He right. James says, in the same breath, they said Aaron Rodgers had no help, no weapons, no defense in Green Bay. But then say Mike McCarthy was a troubled coach. Mike McCarthy didn't have a contending roster, bro. Yeah, exactly. Mike McCarthy ain't had what he needed. And when he did, he got the job done. And he kept that team wet. Them boys won about 10, 12 wins every year with under Mike McCarthy. Like, not every year, but then it be the Cowboys fan playing with Mike McCarthy like he ain't just beat us every time. And we know we had some good teams. Now, even the catch-no-catch game, we know we got robbed, but at the same time, Mike McCarthy and them still beat us. Then you go back to the last game, that rookie year game. They beat us. Like, we had a great team that year. We dominated the league, and they still beat us. We was playing good complimentary football. We was disguising that bad defense we had, and they still beat us. He came in our place and beat us. But you'll hear Cowboy fans talking bad about Mike McCarthy. When somebody done smacked you around, you got to give them respect. That's how it's supposed to work, you know. Hey, what do I know? DP says, y'all had Jalen singing like a freak on Sunday with no ad-libs. Hey, yo, man, we got some good info out of him, man. And when I went back, I was like, man, I think this was better than I thought. Like, he was saying a lot of key words, man. He was saying a lot of key words that I'm going to probably try to highlight on a short or something, man, because he mentioned politics and everything, you know? Micah A said, McCarthy has always had a top 10 defenses to go with his offenses. Check his resume, Green Bay. Oh, you say he always had them. Somebody, we got two conflicting views. Y'all gonna make me go research it because I'm not sure right this second, but I know he had top 10 offenses for like 10 years straight. So I know that's to be true. James says, just think about it though. Who did the Packers have on the defense in Mike McCarthy's last 2 years in Green Bay other than a Clay Matthews past his prime? Who they have on offense other than a young Davante Adams? Yeah, Davante didn't even start cooking that early, I don't believe. Because, like, it took him a couple seasons to really just become him again. Become him. Was singing like a stool pigeon. Hey, we got a lot of on there. Trap. Man, y'all keep that on the low, though. Y'all gonna have players up here knowing we up here finessing. Y'all know. Don't tell nobody else now. Don't tell nobody else. And then that interview supposed to been way shorter. That's all I'm saying. Trap. But we just got to talking football, man. It was fun. It wasn't like we was just holding them hostage, but everybody was talking football, and you know, it kind of got out of hand. Shout out to Cole's Cowboy in the building, man. What's happening? Yeah, man, y'all funny talking about singing like a stupid. Yeah, we got some good content out of them, I'll say that. But, man, it's been a weird show with a blackout. They done came and just took the whole power grid out in Alabama. Trap. Them Eagles fans that marched to Alabama just to come knock my power out. They was trying to ambush you, boy, unfortunately. But, man, I appreciate all the love and support. I'm finna go and get up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I may do a show later on, maybe not. I'm not sure, but I will be back tomorrow. You know how we do it. We got to trap this thing on now. But let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Hey. Make sure y'all hit that like and share, man. We appreciate all the love and support. Let's get it. Yes, sir. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.